Welcome to today's episode of Let's Rethink, where we unravel the complexities of human behavior within organizational settings. I am your host, Angelica, and in today's episode, we're diving headfirst into the fascinating world of Maslow's hierarchy of needs.
Maslow's hierarchy of needs has been around for ages, and it's like that old friend who always seems to have something wise to say. But what makes it so interesting? Well, let's peel back the layers and find out.
So, picture this. It's the 1940s, and a psychologist named Abraham Maslow is cooking up something revolutionary. He introduces the idea that we humans have these needs, right? But not just any needs. They're stacked up like a delicious hierarchy of desires, and thus Maslow's hierarchy of needs was born. Now let's break it down. We've got 5 levels of needs starting from the bottom up. First, we've got the basic stuff like food, water, and sleep. You know, the things that keep us alive? That's the physiological needs level. Next up, we've got safety needs. Think about it. You wouldn't be worried about landing that big promotion if you're constantly looking over your shoulder, right? We all need that sense of security to thrive. Then comes love and belonging needs. The warm and fuzzy stuff. Friendships, relationships, and being part of a tribe. Because who wants to conquer the world alone, am I right? After that, we're getting into the ego boosters, the esteem needs. This is where we start craving recognition, respect, and a little pat on the back for a job well done. Because let's face it, who doesn't want to feel like a rock star? And finally, we've got the cherry on top, self-actualization needs. This is like reaching your full potential, living your best life, and becoming the superhero version of yourself. It's the ultimate quest for personal growth and fulfillment. But hold on a second. Not everyone is singing praises for Maslow's pyramid. Maslow's hierarchy of needs? More like Maslow's hierarchy needs a reality check. It's facing some serious heat for not exactly holding up under the microscope of scientific scrutiny. Critics have been throwing some serious shade at Maslow's theory, and honestly, it's kind of deserved. I mean, we're talking about a model that's about as reliable as your friend who's always late to brunch? Not very. According to Mark Horton in his LinkedIn post, one of the biggest gripes is the lack of scientific rigor. Maslow's theory was built on a shaky foundation of unreliable samples and biased research methods. It's like trying to build a house of cards in a hurricane. It's not gonna hold up for long. And let's talk about that ethnocentric bias. Maslow's model was basically built on the backs of American educated male subjects. But what about everyone else? Last time I checked, the world's a lot bigger than just one country and one gender. Oh, and don't even get me started on cultural differences. Maslow's theory might be all well and good in the land of the free and the home of the brave, but what about places where community and selflessness are more important than individual success? And here's the kicker. Exceptions to the hierarchy are popping up left, right, and center. Turns out, not everyone follows Maslow's roadmap to self-actualization. Some folks are taking detours, some are pulling U-turns, and some are just straight up ignoring the GPS. Maslow's theory says that unsatisfied lower needs are like that annoying song stuck in your head. They just won't go away until you satisfy them. But guess what? Life's not always that simple. Some people are perfectly happy blasting their favorite tunes while their basic needs are still on mute. And here's the plot twist. The order of need fulfillment doesn't necessarily make or break your satisfaction with life. It's like trying to rank your favorite flavors of ice cream. Sure, some might be tastier than others, but at the end of the day, they are all pretty darn delicious. So, where does that leave us? Well, let's just say Maslow's theory is like that old pair of jeans. Comfy and familiar, but maybe not the most stylish choice anymore. It's time to shake things up, question the status quo, and embrace a more inclusive and nuanced understanding of human motivation. But hey, it's not all doom and gloom. We can sprinkle a little creativity into the mix and start thinking outside the pyramid. By embracing new perspectives and shaking off old assumptions, we can whip up a fresh batch of insights into human behavior. So here's the million-dollar question. Why should we rethink Maslow's hierarchy of needs? Well, for starters, it's time to break free from the shackles of hierarchy and embrace the messy, beautiful chaos of human motivation. And guess what? There's a buffet of new concepts on the menu. From social identity theory to self-determination theory, there's a whole variety of ideas to explore. So why are you settling for just vanilla when you can have triple fudge sundae with sprinkles on top? In conclusion, Maslow's hierarchy of needs has been a trusty sidekick in the world of organizational behavior. But it's time to shake things up. By questioning old beliefs and embracing new perspectives, we can paint a richer, more vibrant picture of human motivation. And that's it. Thank you for joining me on today's episode of Let's Rethink. I hope you had as much fun exploring Maslow's hierarchy of needs as I did. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and keep shining bright. This is Angelica signing off.